I don't know if you're talking to Filipinas here or foreigners, but as a foreigner, you should always keep forefront in your mind that women are women. It doesn't matter if it's the Philippines,
Or
Korea, America, New Zealand, Europe. Women are women everywhere. They want the same things. They use the same tricks. Everybody thinks Filipinos are a different kind. Even Filipinos think they're different, but they're not. Women are just women. They, like I said, and guys pretty much guys are way simpler than women. Every guy knows it, and every woman knows it. She's looking for the best guy she can get. Hopefully, she finds that guy attractive and is just not marrying him for women. But that's the guy's problem to figure out where her intentions lie. So it's like, man. I would say if you're a foreigner looking for a Filipina, find one that's educated that speaks English, because if you can't communicate with her, you're already screwed right from the beginning. Find one that grew up in the province as opposed to the city, because the city girls tend to be way more westernized. Right. Yeah, and I think what I focused on was I wanted to find a Filipina who was happy with her life. One that smiled and laughed easily. One that was already happy without me even coming into her life.
True.
If you find a girl that's really attractive, but she's kind of moody and quiet and doesn't have a reason to laugh, I think that should be an instant fail.
Yeah.
You should just go on to the next one. So you can't make a woman happy.
Yeah.
That's her job. Just like she can't make her husband happy, that's his job. Happiness is a personal thing. It's not dependent on somebody else's input or actions to make you happy. That'll never work. There's millions of women divorced all over the world and blame their happiness on their husbands, when their happiness it's up to them to be happy, to find happiness. You can't blame that on somebody else. It's just like passing the buck. But I think honesty is the best thing, and know what you want. If you don't want a relationship, you should tell that person. If you just want to date or be friends or whatever, then fine, yeah, you should be upfront. Everybody can appreciate honesty. They can use it against you too.
Like,
but
what if you ask her or him, as long as you're honest, you get the same answer. You get the same answer if the person is honest.
Right, and hopefully the other person's honest with you, but we know that's not
that's
always
not
the case. I mean, it's probably, maybe it's even like 40-60, because everybody's guarding themselves. Everybody has skeletons in their closet, and there's a lot of Filipinos on dating sites that say they don't have any kids. Well, they don't have any kids in their house. They're back in the province with grandma and grandpa or an aunt, but they know that that's a strike or two against them right from the beginning. They said they had, and then guys don't find out afterwards. Well, it's like you're already doomed your relationship or maybe you're married, but you haven't been with your partner for years, and you tell him you're single, and then your foreigner falls in love with you, and then he wants to marry you, but guess what? I'm still married. I couldn't afford an enrollment. So that's what I'm saying. There's tons of that. We've seen that here in the Philippines. It's like with our foreigner friends and foreigner wives. It's like, oh shit. Gosh, it would have been helpful again if I knew you were already married. But you've been with your husband for years doesn't mean that you're not married. Now we have to spend thousands of dollars to get you unmarried. So yeah. And like I said, negating the fact that you have kids, especially in your bio online, is a big negative. If you have kids, own it. That's just being honest. You're not going to get a husband lying to them. So you might get lots of online dates, but you're not going to get the real husband if you can't even be honest enough to say you have one or two kids. It's up to him to decide in your bio if you got 3 kids. But let's say you're 40 years old, right, or 38 years old, and you have 3 kids, but they're all teenage kids. They're almost out of school, or at least they're not little kids. But he can decide. Maybe he's got 3 kids too, all grown up, probably, because he's probably an older foreigner. He wouldn't be looking at you at 40 years old or 39 years old if he was 30 to 40 years old. He'd be looking for the 22-year-old Filipino. So anyway, but yeah, the dating game's rough no matter where you are. So guys, even Filipinas, just try honesty. It's good, and be happy.
Okay.
Nobody likes this sour, sad sack.
Thanks, baby.
Sure.